Everyone, we are going to talk about how to take care of your iPad. So I just want to go through a few things about the iPad with you so you know how to use it. So your iPad is right here, and that circle at the bottom, that is called your home button. And if you were to click that, it will turn your iPad on. So the home button is located at the bottom of the case, and it is that circle button. Now, if you wanted to shut down your computer and then turn it back on, we're going to talk about the power button, which is located up in the top right-hand corner. When you push really hard in that power button in the top right corner and hold it in, the slide to lock or slide to power off button, if you click that, it's going to turn off your iPad completely. If you push the power button really hard again, it will turn your iPad on and it will reboot. Now the power button is a little difficult. You're going to have to really practice it and get the hang of it because the power button is a little hard to turn off and on because of the case. The next thing we want to talk about is the volume button. And if I was looking at my iPad like this, again with the home button down below, if I turn it towards me, I will see that there are two buttons here at the top right-hand corner of the case. And if I were to push up, that's going to bring my volume up. If I were to push down, it's going to bring my volume down. Again, those two buttons are located right here. So you have your camera, you have your power button up top, and then you have your two volume buttons located right here. The next thing I want to show you is how to split your screen. So when we are splitting our screen, we are going to make two screens appear on our tablet at one time. That way we can see our teacher and our classmates on Google Meet, and then we can also see our Canvas assignments. So if I were going to go to Canvas, which is this red button, the red circle down here, and I click on that, that's going to bring up Canvas. Now, I want to also show Google Meets. So I'm going to slide up here so I bring that taskbar down. See my Google Meet right here that has a little video camera. I'm going to press that and I'm going to slide it over to the side and let go. Now I can see two screens. I can see my Google Meets and I can see my Canvas. So if we want to try that again, I've got my Canvas. And then I want to also show Google Meet, so I'm going to just swipe up from the bottom. And I want to click on the Meets button, click it, and drag it up. Now with this, I can move my screen. I can make my Google Meets button bigger, my Canvas smaller. I could do the opposite, make Canvas bigger and my Google Meet smaller. If you were to turn your iPad, it will also split your screen that way, so you can manipulate how you want your screen to look. To get out of this, again, you always click the home button, that's that circle button at the bottom, and it will take you to your home screen. I want to show you guys how to plug in your charger and where it goes in your iPad. So if I'm looking at my iPad like this and my home button is down at the bottom, if I lift it up, there is a flap here underneath the home button, and you just pull the flap up towards the home button. And then you're going to take your port charger, and there is a hole there that you can go ahead and put your charger into. You'll then plug this end into the wall. That will charge your iPad. Always make sure you have your iPad charged and ready to go every single day. The next thing we want to talk about is how to use your Stylus Pen. This is your Stylus Pen. It looks similar to this. It might be a different color, but it has a cushiony thing on the end of it, and that's what you're going to use on the iPad to move things around. So we did split screen already. If I clicked on Canvas and I have Google Meets on the right hand side and Canvas on the left, if I use my pen, the cushiony part, I can move the screens however I would like. I could even use this to click the home button. So I am able to write directly on here and move things and click things by using the pen. That will come in handy when you are working on assignments. Something else I want to show you down below here at the taskbar, the apps on the left-hand side of the line are the apps that will always stay there so you can quickly get to them. The ones on the right will show your most recent apps. So if you wanted to move something, say I want to move this over to here, so it's always accessible, I just click and drag. If this happens and they're shaking and they have the X, rather than clicking the X because that will delete the app, if you just click the home button, that'll bring you back and that you won't be able to delete those apps then. The next thing I want to show you is the very back of the iPad, how you can use the stand. So if you turn your iPad over, you're going to see on this side here, same side as the power button, there's a little flap there that you can lift open, and when you lift it open, it's going to bring almost like a stand or an easel there, so you can set your iPad up. If you don't want to stand your iPad up like that and you want to just lay it down flat, just push that shut and you'll hear it click. Okay? So the last thing I want to go over with you is that your iPad is very important to your learning, so you want to make sure that you take very good care of it. This device is going to help you connect with your teacher, get assignments, see your classmates, as well as turn your work in. So you want to make sure that you take good care of this device, just as you would a library book. So make sure you don't get any water on it, make sure you don't drop it, make sure you don't sit heavy stuff on it, and make sure you take extremely good care so you can use this to learn. I hope you have fun using your device. There are a lot of cool apps on here that you guys can use, as well as your Canvas assignments and seeing your teacher. So make sure you take really good care of your device, and I hope everybody has a really great and successful year.